Now, we're going to talk about some different aspects of what I'm calling early literacy. And you might have heard other words like emerging literacy, emergent reading, emergent writing, early reading. Okay, there's many different names or ways to describe early literacy. This is one way you can name it. But the whole point is that early literacy means the knowledge, skills, and dispositions that precede learning to read and write in the primary grades. Okay, so this is talking about young children's grasp of print as a tool for making meaning and as a way to communicate, right, both oral and written language. So you see this is the stage where children, might be looking at a book, right? And they started to understand the skills and the knowledge of what a book is, and they may not be able to actually decode or read the words. But they might be, because they heard you tell the story, retelling the story based on the pictures that they recognize. Okay, so this is what we know as early literacy. You may not think they're reading, okay, but in fact, these are the early stages of literacy. Okay, so they're listening to stories being read aloud, right? They know how to orient their bodies and their minds, right, to these sort of technicalities of book and print. Okay, even, as I said, when adults say, here, help me hold the book and turn the pages, you're teaching them the conventions of reading. Okay, so that is the early start of it. Okay, and so we want to make sure their early reading and writing learning is embedded in a larger developing system of oral communication. And early literacy is an emerging set of relationships between reading and writing. And so it would be very important for us to go over these terms. Okay, are you familiar with these terms? Phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics. Are you familiar with these terms? I see yes, yes, yes. All right. So I actually have a poll. Okay, and I see people saying, I teach phonics all the time. Some people are saying, can you explain? I actually have a poll. Before we get into the terms, I want you to just to see if you know in detail what these terms mean. So, true or false? Phonological awareness and phonemic awareness are the same thing. True or false? Okay, so of course it's false. They're not the same thing. And phonological awareness is actually a broader term that includes phonemic awareness. Okay, so phonological awareness is a broader term. Okay, phonological awareness is talking about, being able to identify and manipulate larger parts of spoken language. So we're talking about like rhyming, right? Understanding the word, the entity of the word, syllables, and even alliteration, understanding that, you can recognize when words start with the same letter. And of course, let's go to the slide for phonological awareness here. Okay, so phonological awareness is the ability to recognize that words are made up of a variety of sound units. And the term encompasses a number of sound-related skills necessary for a person to develop as a reader. And as a child develops phonological awareness, she will not only come to understand the words are made up of small sound units, right, phonemes, right, that's the small unit, but also learns that words can be segmented into larger sound chunks. Right? So those are known as syllables, those chunks. And each syllable will begin with a sound, which we call onset, okay, and then ends with another sound, which is the rhyme, R-I-M-E, rhyme, right? This rhyme here. Okay, so basically phonological awareness, this understanding of these sounds, and it provides the basis for phonics instruction. Right? And phonics is that understanding that the sound and print letters are connected. So this is the first step towards what we call reading.